Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Palm Wine Central podcast episode. I'm one of your hosts, Uncle Lake. As you can see, man, we got a packed house. I see Chef T over there. I see Baba Lord looking like somebody stole his meat. I mean, sorry, money, no homo. MCJB over there. Tutu, welcome back. We missed you last episode. But yeah, Chef T, please do us honors and introduce the beautiful ladies, that's joining us today.
Yes. Just like I said, man, we coming back with another banger episode. I didn't leave y'all with I really want to make sure I left y'all short this week. So, came with, a handful of guests to bring back. We definitely have Jemiah, who is a returning guest. Not native, but currently in Kansas. Her forensic scientist specialist background. She's coming to represent the podcast. We got my dear cousin, lovely sister Fane Tala is coming in today, joining the podcast. We also have Olamide that's coming into the podcast. Olamide is the founder and host of Naija Girl Talks, a conversationalist podcast that showcases the lives and stories of millennial and Gen Z women living in the U.S. as they navigate the intersectionality of their growing pains and their Nigerian heritage. On the podcast, they share their stories as well as dive into common issues as well experience. Olamide lives in the DMV, where she works as a social media specialist. When she's not creating content, she's at church or brunch. And just to go back to Tala, my bad, I kind of sold her short. Fane Tala is also a DMV person as well, works in the healthcare, TikTok content creator, superstar, loving wife, loving mother of one. That is the guest for today.
Welcome. Before we get into it, sorry, didn't do the usual shout outs. This episode is sponsored by SITM Podcast. Go follow them on all streaming and social platforms. SITM Podcast is unique like that. And while you're at it, hit that subscribe button if you've not, somewhere down here, to get weekly notifications on all Palm Wine Central related content. And we're on social media at PWC Cast and all streaming platforms at Palm Wine Central Podcast. Man, let's get this show going. Got a few icebreaker questions. Someone shoot this to the ladies first. Before, they used to say that virginity is a pride of a woman. I don't know if, most of you thought about it that way or could relate to that. But is it really still the pride of a woman, virginity? Whoever wants to take, Jemiah, you could take that first, please.
I honestly don't think it's just pride of a woman. I think it's pride of a man too. Like, that's something that I feel like if you still can say you have, especially in this generation, in this day and age, that's a big thing. And, most times people get picked on about it. So they'll try to make you feel peer pressured into giving it up or whatever. But if you can say you surpassed that and that you came, a long way just by keeping it, then yeah.
So if not to put your business out there, but still gonna put it out there anyways. Are you one right now?
No, I'm not.
Do you feel like you lost it do you feel like if you have it right now, you'll be more happier, I guess?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like, because, I lost my virginity when I was a teenager, and I don't want to say I was peer pressured, but because, boys and, stuff like that, I kind of just gave into it, but...
You're blaming us, eh? Okay, no problem, but continue.
Well, now that I'm older, I see that, and more spiritual, I see that it did lead to a lot of soul ties and a lot of emotions that I deal with now that weren't even assigned to me to deal with simply because I dealt with that person. So, you just take on a lot, and I don't think people look at it that deeply, but before it becomes physical, it definitely becomes spiritual first. So,
okay. Olamide, can you take that one?
Can you repeat the question again?
Virginity. Is it the pride of a woman or not?
I wouldn't say pride of a woman, but I do think people that practice abstinence or celibacy do understand the value of sharing their body with somebody and the weight that it comes with it, or the risk that comes with it. So I will say that, I guess, I won't say it's the pride, but I would say that your confidence in who you are is your pride, and knowing who is valuable to you and who is an asset to even share that type of romantic situation with. I will say knowing your confidence helps you understand the way of your virginity and whether or not this person is willing to have it. And if today's dating pool, most guys aren't even worthy of even holding your hand. So I'll just leave it there. But I won't say it was the pride, but I do say a lot of people do understand their value. Now that we're older, we understand the value of ourselves, where we're going, and who should be with us. So we do understand, like, not everybody's privileged to access this in that type of way. Hope I answered your question.
Two-part question then. If a guy that's about to call you right now, or that's trying to date you right now, tells you he's a virgin, what will be your reaction?
Well, one, I'm 33, so I will be really impressed that they waited this long to even engage in sexual activities. So I'll be impressed, because that's discipline. A lot of men don't have sexual discipline, so no offense. So I will respect that. And then two, I think it's like a relief, because I won't have to deal with their past partners or the past experiences. It's a clean slate. And I feel, just going deeper, I see that porn culture has caused some type of effect on how men see women when it comes to sex and even their sexual appetite. So the fact that he's a virgin, it gives me relief that we're not really dealing with any bondage or any baggage when it comes to his sexual past, and that I'm not competing with any sexual partners.
Okay. Cool. Faitala, I know, we started saying you're married and things like that. So that's a little bit out of, you're not worried about that. But let's say, for example, going back before you got married, was that like a pride for you? And since you're married now, if you have kids and a daughter at that, do you think you would try to raise her to find value in that?
Capital yes. I won't say virginity should be the pride of a woman only. Every other thing, your self-esteem, your morals, everything should be something that that should be a thing of pride. But then I was raised in Nigeria, so definitely virginity you have to hold it in high esteem. You cannot just, sleep with anybody just because, of whatever. But moving to America, I saw things differently. I moved to America when I was 22. And the first time I just came for visit. I was still a virgin. Now, would I raise my daughter to hold, to keep herself for a very long time? Maybe not till marriage. Yes, I think it's something that we should value more than we value now. Because I feel like a lot of people do not even think it's worth keeping because of the peer pressure. Yeah, I think it's a thing of pride.
Yeah, okay. Appreciate that. Tutu, I don't even have to ask you the question again. You already know. So please, what's your take to it?
I agree. I agree with can I call you Fenitola? I agree with her. I don't think virginity should be a woman's main pride. Like she said, the morals and the values honestly should be your main pride. How you hold yourself accountable, what you believe in, what your beliefs are. That's what I believe in. So, but peer pressure, society nowadays, everybody, you got to lose your virginity or you have to be having sex with everybody. So, I mean, I do understand, but I don't think that it's the pride of a woman.
Okay. Fellas, I'm not going to ask you guys that same question, but I'll ask you guys this one. What's the biggest lesson being broke taught you? At some point in time when you are, I'm not saying that you are now, I'm just saying at some point in time, before you level up and things like that. What was the biggest lesson it taught you? Lord.
Not to be broke again.
Okay. Can you explain?
Shit. The struggle is real, bro. I don't know, just not being able to move comfortably, limited access to things. Just sitting in the house alone. and just checking your pockets, checking your accounts every 3 seconds, nothing is changing. You're like, where? Man, don't suffer. Just the whole struggle, bro. Just the whole struggle. Being limited to going anywhere, doing anything, just having access to whatever I want. Not being able to do that, man, that shit hurts. I think that was my biggest lesson.
Okay, Chef T.
I'll say it. It definitely gives you a structure. You learn a lot of lessons into how to move around when you don't have money. So in the sense that it kind of puts you in another element where it's like, okay, I don't have these things I normally used to do. How can I move without this? So I think it kind of gives you a perspective of how to see things from a different light and still be able to get things done. At the same time, I think if it tells you like who's really there for you. Some people are only there for when you're turning up, celebrating, popping bottles. If you're not out in the mix, you know what I'm saying? Some people might not show up or be there for you. So I think it also shows like character in the sense of, people who are really there for you no matter where you are, if you're up or down. You get to realize that in those low moments. So I'll say those are like two things that stood out to me.
So let me ask you a Lord this question. In those moments, were you guys' dick still rising?
For sure.
Okay. Just curious, because a lot of people say, oh, when I'm struggling and this and that, I beg, let no man disturb me. I don't want to touch me because I can never think in that space. So I was just wondering if, you guys fall in that category.
I mean,
My God.
multitask. I mean, what does that have to do with physical? I mean, if someone likes you for you, if you got money or not, the attraction's still going to be there. So, I mean, I don't know who falls in that category.
Okay. And so, JB, what was your own biggest lesson that being broke taught you?
Well, he that is down needs fear no fall. Yeah, he that is down needs fear no fall. So I've been broke my whole life from very humble beginnings. So it's one of those things where to me money is normally a necessary evil to me. I don't build my life around money, and many instances I have been in situations where I have never ever dated a girl who was broke. Yeah, I seldom dated broke girls back in the days. Most of my ladies were maybe average or better off than me. So to be in a situation where there was no money, I don't smoke till date, I don't drink because I never had means of providing those things at that age of 17, 18, 19. So I tend to like, okay, my religious belief and also the fact that I can afford these things, I don't have to do it till date. You understand? So to me, being broke is a lifestyle to me first. And secondly, I feel I have matured to a level where I don't look at money that more to give me a woman or give me things that I really like. To me right now, what I'm looking for now is my happiness and the happiness of the people around me. Yeah.
I'm with you on that one. I remember that 1 year back in the day when, I quit job, I quit school, everything like that. I was just in the house. My mom was looking at me like, what's wrong with this guy? And all the women, I was just looking for ones that have money. Anyone that did not have money, please, I beg, shift. You're not making this fun roster. But anyways, this is the last icebreaker for all of us before we move on. And it's just a quick answer. And we'll start with the ladies. We'll start with you, Faitola, you know what I mean? Because you and MCJB will take this one first. Ladies first, of course. 3 days without your phone or 3 days without talking to your baby. Which one will you pick?
3 days without my phone. If I was single, I cannot do without my phone. But 3 days without my phone. Because I have to talk to my baby.
MCJB?
3 days without my phone or 3 days without talking to my baby.
Their wife.
Man, I gotta bring this
baby or your significant other.
Yeah.
I gotta bring this money home. So what I do right now, I think I use my phone at least 6 hours a day. Yeah. So I think I need my phone to connect to the world, what I'm getting myself into. My baby right now, I'm married. So definitely she's not going anywhere. And I don't think we've done something. For instance, I travel out of the country and I can't get hold of her for 3 days. I can take it. But to be without my phone right now is going to hurt the family somehow because we need this double source of income, to be honest.
Yeah, so Tutu, which one are you going with?
Dang, that's a good one. Everybody keeps saying, "Oh, baby, my phone," but then I'm thinking, if I have a significant other, I need to be in my man's skin. So therefore, it's like, dang, hold on. If I go 3 days without my man, like, dang. But then I also need my phone. But in reality, I think I would go without talking to my man. Like, I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna talk to you. I gotta like, or just let him know, like, hey, I can't talk to you right now. This is the situation. Because then again, like, it is my job. I gotta be on my phone. So I do need my phone. So, babe, I'll talk to you in 3 days. And you know, when you miss somebody now, it's even increasing. So let my man miss me for a couple of days, or that's that. But 3 days, that's fine.
You ain't shit.
So go ahead then, Lord. Which one would you pick and why?
Definitely my baby. I'm a close and personal kind of, I have to have my lady around if I had one. But yeah, that's a must, bro. It's a must. So many things can happen in 3 days that if my baby's not there, like the work can end. But I need my baby.
Yeah, so many things can happen in 3 days too. They can hack your account and take all your money, things like that, and you only find out 3 days later. But that's just the least of your worries. So I mean, you'll be between thighs, so you'll be good. Olamide, which one will you pick?
I'll pick my phone.
See, why? Tell us why.
I feel like in this season, I have a lot of ideas in my head that I want to execute, a lot of projects, and I need my phone for that. Yeah, I feel like in the past I would have picked my man, but I don't want to lose myself to a man and be under his skin. So right now, I'd rather focus on the money, focus on the bag. So I will say my phone.
Okay, Chef T.
Y'all know the laptops and tablets, right?
Yeah, I mean that's another segment to it. Now we have that. I mean, it's easy to say, but I mean, I'm gonna just look at it in the sense of if phone is your only
technology. Yeah, no technology, right? So it's just no phones. Because shoot, that's the case. I'm gonna give me a pager.
Right, I'm gonna say we got tablets. I mean, if that's the case, then I mean, I could easily go without the phone. But I'm gonna speak on in the sense of if that was the only technology. I think for the fact that I've gone 3 days without talking to my girl or whatever, it's not an issue for me. And then I'm looking at it in the sense of not just my girl, but I'm big family oriented. So I'll definitely want to be able to still hear from mom, sister, like just knowing that I'm connected to so many people, I wouldn't be selfish and just be like for my girl for those 3 days. So I think she can take a break and then let me make sure the fam's still good. And then I'll check back with you.
Okay.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Sure.
Okay. So Tao said that he can go. He said he's done where he hasn't. Illuminate. You see where I'm going with this? Because wait, he said you've gone 3 days without talking to your girlfriend. So did we ask this question already? I feel like we already asked. But are you supposed to go every day talking to your significant other, or are you not supposed to talk to it? Like, because the way that you just made that statement so casually, just confidently, like, oh, I didn't talk to my girlfriend for 3 days. Like, the hell was
no, but it can be in the sense of preparation. So like, let's say I'm on a trip. It's like it's not like sporadic, like you just didn't know. Like in those senses, like they knew what was going on. So hey, you might not hear from me. I'm out on a travel, this and that. We'll get back. It's not like I just disappeared and they didn't hear from me. Then that'll be a problem. So this is like
so you gave them a pre-warning that you wasn't going to talk to them for 3 days.
Well, it's not like I specified 3 days. It just happened to be that way. You know what I mean? So caught up with other things.
He disappeared when he went to Brazil.
Damn.
Relax.
You know exactly when you relax.
It's not possible. I don't know. I feel like if you're going on a trip and it's like, okay, yeah, I have something like that. I feel like if you know you're not going to be able to talk to your person, I'm not saying beat up your person's ass 24/7, but at least if you know you're going to be busy, like, okay, when the day is starting, hey, babe, this is my situation. I got a busy day. I'm not going to be able to talk to you, communicate with you as much as possible. But, I'm just giving you a heads up. Rather than go for a bit, let my man go ahead and talk about he going on the trip. He don't talk to me for 3 days. I bet you're going to be a single man. I promise you that.
They actually, I mean, in anything, it was more of support. They were like, hey, man, like, enjoy. I don't want to be, caught up in your business. I don't want to hold you up. I know you got a lot going on, so that was the way that they saw
It
that.
wasn't a relationship then. It was a situationship.
Hey,
I was
Moving on.
hey,
Next.
hold
Definitely
on.
situation. It's giving a whole lot of situation, bro.
really?
Yeah.
Nah.
Cause ain't no
Moving
way.
on, AK. Sorry, next question. Go ahead.
No,
I got my answer.
good. No, you're good.
You
No, you're
just
good.
watered down my answer. I bet.
That's a valid. It's a valid question. It's a valid question. Um, Jemiah,
My phone.
I'll pick my phone too. I beg. I'll pick my phone too. Let nobody bother me on that one. All right. Now that we have break the ice, welcome, Babazis. We see you there. Now that we have break the ice, let's start like this. Let's really get into business. Have you ever ghosted anybody? Have you ever ghosted anybody in your life? And please tell us what happened. Don't go pick that one that you just was like, it was situation. No, I'm talking about like real ghosting. Like, give us that pepper, that fire. Well, since we've already started with ladies for the longest, Baba Lord, we'll let you start with this one and then we'll jump back to our guests.
There's a list, man. But you say you want the real hot one, so right. Oh, this girl I met at a concert once. And then, things got real hot at the concert. But after the concert, she got, yeah. So after we boom boom spat in the car at the parking lot, then we split. It's a concert. Like a lot of things go down. So so I was like, we're texting, vibing. All of a sudden I'm just like, she's like, oh, there's another concert, you should pull up. I was like, nah, it wasn't that good. And circumstances too played the part, but it was a concert, so concert pussy. Weed. That's about it, bro.
The concert pussy. Wow. Okay. Wow. Chef T, please. What's your own?
Ooh. The most memorable one I can probably remember is way back. It's probably like in high school days. Someone that I met up with occasionally, but then it got to a point where they wanted to take it further and I didn't. So I just ended up ghosting them. And the crazy thing was like, we were both in like ROTC military class. So it's like we didn't have the same class, but in that hallway you got multiple classes. So you see people. And I was just doing everything to avoid this person because it was also a situation where it was like I didn't really want nobody to know what I had going on. So it was just like, I was MIA. Like my phone's being blown up. I'm getting blocked numbers. Like it was real creepy. Like, I mean, just hearing somebody breathe on the phone, not knowing who it is. I'm just like, yo, who is this? Like, I just had to separate myself and just, find any way not to run into that person. So I'll probably say that was my biggest moment.
All right. Jemiah, what's your own?
Yeah, I've definitely ghosted someone. It was only because like I don't even think I talked to him for like a week. But during that week, he was like sending me money and cool, I took the money. I'm not gonna say no to that. But I mean, this was before I moved, and he was trying to say, well, I'm trying to get a new start too. I'm wanting to move. Maybe we can move together. Rah, rah, rah. And it just gave off love bombing, and it was just he was doing too much. So I just stopped texting back. I just couldn't take it personally.
How much money are we talking about?
A little breakfast, 25 here, 40 there. So, I would say, I'm hungry. I'm going to eat this today. And I was able to eat it for a couple more days because I kept buying it with the money he was sending. So.
Damn, you said a little breakfast. So how much is breakfast money, if you don't mind me asking?
It depends. I used to eat Chick-fil-A breakfast back then. And, this is when I would like go to work. Sometimes he paid for brunch, bottomless mimosa.
That change. So now that level don't change. How much is breakfast?
It depends. I can't remember. 70 up.
Okay.
But this is like
Friends are included. 70 and up. She's bringing the gang. We all going to brunch.
Just me. Just a little extra mimosa that day, probably.
Okay. All right. Olamide, what's your no?
I haven't really like seriously ghosted anyone. Maybe like 1 week talking phases for people, but I'm more HR when it comes to ending things. So very professional.
Give us an example, please.
Yeah, I'll just let them know like, hey AK, hope all is well. It was nice getting to know you, but unfortunately in this season I don't think we are aligned or on the same page. Moving forward, we can remain friends and keep in contact. Like something like that. Like, just ending it very cordial. Yeah.
You know, we
Basically,
don't
they're
respect HRs in Africa, right? We don't respect HRs in Africa, Cameroon precisely. So you will never broke up with me like that.
That sounds so scripted.
Never.
I don't think no one's taking
Never.
that. Like,
I
You
mean,
will broke up with yourself.
no, I mean, yeah, no, I'm very HR-ish, like, because people understand like it's over. So you have to let them know like this is a contract and it's been broken. Like we're not going anywhere.
No way.
Moving forward, we can remain cordial and become acquaintances. Feel free to contact me if you need anything. And have a nice day. Stay blessed.
I like that. In this season, send me that. Send me that HR.
It was the alignment for me. We're not aligned. Aligned. Shut up.
I know, right?
We're not aligned.
We're not on the same page.
Wow.
No.
How many times have you had to do this, if you don't mind me asking? If you had to guess.
She has this in her notes.
No, I'll say 3 times, probably. I think 3 times. Yeah.
So what's the worst answer you've gotten from that? Or have they just been like, okay, cool, and walked away?
Nah, because Nigerian men still try it. They don't take no for an answer.
but you're still leaving the communication open. You're saying you can still contact me, reach me. So
Yeah,
you
if
don't
you
think they're going to
need
try
anything.
and
Yes. If you need anything, like you need a prayer, sure, I got you.
they're not calling for prayer.
Ah, sister, I want your heart. You want to give me prayer.
So I just after a while, just I'm very still with the comments. Like, oh, that's good. Okay, great. Bet. Okay, I see. Like very dry. Sounds good. And then they understand like I'm not excited about you texting me. Or I just hang up on them if they call.
Olamide, I'm gonna call you Badu from now, okay? Just Badu, like Olamide
People do
Badu.
call me. Oh yeah, the artist. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
So, you're telling me that you want to substitute my likeness for you, or my love for you, with prayer. May space say, which means I want you as a woman. I love you as a woman. But the only time you can actually talk to me or pick up my calls is when I want you to pray for me, for real.
Yeah, if it's dire need, like yeah. Actually, the last person on your list to call.
So your prayer will help me more than the love will help me.
My thing is, once we end things, I should be at the bottom of your contact list.
Why?
I should not be your first. Let me call Olamide because we're no longer walking towards that goal of being married or even dating. Like, why am I even in your brain?
You're the one running away from me, not me. I want you, but you don't want me.
Are you a stalker?
I am not, but I'm just saying that if I'm in love with you and you love me too and I do something wrong.
No.
Why?
I'm very cutthroat when it comes to cutting people off. So once I cut you off, I don't have any feelings for you.
But you can pray for me.
Yeah, of course. We all should, minister to each other as the body of Christ.
Nah, that doesn't sound with me. If I love you so much, for instance, I don't cheat on you, or for some reason I do something you don't like, and then you're like, okay, I can't be with you no more, and I'm like running after you. I'm sorry. Please listen to me. You're like, no, I don't want you no more. Okay.
Okay.
And you tell me, go ahead.
I don't think I've gotten to that stage of someone being obsessed with me to that the capacity. Like typically within the first month or two, it's like, okay, we're not aligned. This has to end because it's given situationship. So I don't think I've gotten to that stage of, oh my gosh, I'm in love with you. I can't live without you. No.
What kind of guys be talking to you? What kind of guys?
Nigerian men.
No, these 2 Nigerian men on this platform will not do that. No, they wouldn't let you slide like that, man. I don't think so. As long as would you let her go just like that?
Actually, I would, to be honest with you.
Thank you.
I would. I actually would appreciate her honesty. And I'm actually the same way. Like, I don't really be ghosting people. I'd rather tell you what's going on and then
cut it off. I think ghosting is immature, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. Chef C, you do the same thing too, huh?
I mean, my instance was in my younger days. Of recent, I haven't ghosted, but back in the day, yeah, but I didn't want confrontation, so just it would have got messy. Some people, they just don't know. When you say no, they think it's more. So it's like, let me just remove myself so there's no
Yeah.
confusion at all.
Period.
Wait, what is this ghosting we're talking about? Is it ghosting someone before you become lovers, or you're already dating, then you don't want the person no more?
I think the
What's the
former.
scenario? The former, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So if you are my girlfriend, we're in a relationship.
No,
Okay, I had a
more talking. Because if I'm dating you, I'm not ghosting you.
Yeah, it
God
wasn't
forbid.
just.
okay.
But if I'm still getting to know you, like the talking phase, the 1 month period of talking or whatever you want to do, I'm gonna communicate that we're not aligned. Like this is not going where I thought it was.
Yeah.
I've seen some flags. I noticed the red flags, and I'm moving forward without you.
Okay, let me try these two guys now. Lord,
Yo,
would you do that?
ghost.
I know you gave your answer already. Following the context of what we're saying right now.
Yeah.
Okay. You will ghost to AK. Would you?
Nope.
Okay, so I think I will not ghost. I will not ghost a lady. I know my turn was coming. Yeah, I'm not gonna ghost a lady like that because I always keep my options open. Like I always talk about my love language, and also the way my perception of love, the three loves, like love, infatuation, and lust. So to me, why should I ghost a woman? If you like me and I cannot love you back, we can be friends. Okay. And there are ways we can be friends. And there are ways this generation that you could be friends with a woman, which is going to end up with you guys having what Lord likes a lot. What Aziz talks about a lot, premarital sex and stuff. Go ahead.
Not until you meet someone that is obsessed with you. I'm not going to mention the name, but Tyre, you know this guy that showed up in mommy's house at 2 a.m. in the night. Can you remember? He came to
They knocked on my door.
That's the only guy that I think I've ghosted in my life, because I believe in multiple talking stages when I was single. I talk to different guys. Doesn't mean I'm using my pom-pom with all of them, okay?
Right.
But I talk to different guys until I know that, okay, this person is the one I want to move forward with. So I was doing the same with this guy while I was talking to other people. But he was now trying to, be the main one when I've not even given you that title. So he would just show up because he knew where I was working. He would show up at my place of work. That time I didn't have a car. He would offer to drop me home. Of course, free ride, waiting consignment. Oh yeah, no. Drop me home. That was how he knew where I was staying. But now he did not know when to, stop and just understand that we are still in the talking stage and we had not moved to the next level. So I had to find a way. And now he knows where I work. He has my phone number and he knows where I live. This guy would just show up at my auntie's house. So it got to a point, I kind of like deal with men or whoever I'm talking to the way Olamide says she does it. I tell you, I'm not interested. I don't think this is moving forward. Straight to the answer, pum, hit the nail on the head. But if you're not getting it, I have to ghost you. So that's the one person I know I ghosted because it was becoming obsession. And it was giving stalker. It was giving a lot of...
What was her age difference?
It was way older than me, to be fair.
Okay.
It was
so I can tell right there.
7-8 years older than me. So
okay. Was he from here, from the States? The US, yeah.
Yeah, he's based here, but he's Nigerian.
There you go. Second thing again. And then the last thing I'm gonna ask you. Yeah. The reason why I'm saying this is because we as Cameroonians and African men, we don't when the woman says no, it's a stepping stone. It's a modality for you to look for reasons to give her to date you. Okay, we understand that you have to woo a woman. Like when I go to the States, I see a woman I like, I will talk to her and tell her, can I be friends? Can you be my girlfriend? They will tell me, no, you can't ask a woman out like that. You have to be friends with her, then from there you can move to another level. But in Africa, when we see you as a woman that we like, we make our intentions known to you. Most of my uncles and aunts, that's what they did. When they see a woman they like, they will talk to her. And when she keeps saying no, he knows he has competition. He needs to fight for that love. But now this American love is not that same way. You need to actually walk your way from pretending to be friends, and when you show, go on 2-3 dates. That's why I didn't go on dates, because we don't do that back home a lot. Yeah. So maybe that's why he did that. Is he married now?
I do not know, and I do not care.
Or you ghosted him?
I got that a long time ago.
But the ghosting was more like on and off, to be fair. But that's a gist for another time. Yeah.
Oh no! Don't do that! Don't do that! You said the ghosting was on and off. Why do you mean ghosting was on and off?
Yeah. I beg explain.
Because I always try to be. Am I mute? Am I muted? Okay.
No, we can hear you.
I always try to be nice, even if I'm acting all bossy and tough right now. I always try to be nice. So, in as much as I was ghosting him, I still did not like how it made him feel, because he would always come back. Like, you see how he came to mommy's house late in the night. Tayo was in his car and he just knocked on Tayo's car. I even told Tayo, I think I remember telling you that, just tell him to go. Tayo had to beg me to come outside to see him because it was getting annoying. But then again, I'll feel bad in myself, like, maybe he really likes me. What if all the other people I was talking to at the time were not even shit? And, I would come back talking to him because he was that persistent and consistent with me. So,
sister, did you receive gifts from him?
Of course. Before uncle, I'm a lady and I like gifts.
Okay, you got gifts from him, right? When he would give you gifts, you would take the gift.
But
did you like the gift?
In return, confession time, I'll cook in mommy's house and give it to him too, because it was a single guy.
Come on.
Come on. Not tell mommy this. Okay, and I hope
she could hear you already.
But, I was very nice. I tried to maintain friendship level and just friend zone him, but he did not want to stay there. He wanted more. So it will become annoying. It will go, then I need a ride. Tayo is always busy at that time. Tayo will not go drop me at work every time. So
now the story is against
you. I was team you.
I was
team you until you said you started cooking for the nigga.
Thank you.
Like once in a while.
That's why the nigga is stalking you now, because you're not cooking. The way that man touched through his stomach. So now you want to be feeding the man. Why wouldn't he come back?
She don't feed him already.
Why wouldn't he come back now? Now you're cooking.
Oh, so Fahim, let me take this to another level. Can you please say 2 things? I know you're married now. You're happy where you are. Can you say 2 things that kept you going, that you wanted him around, and 2 things why you didn't want him around? I know we already know, but can you please just elaborate this, because someone somewhere would actually relate with these things.
To be fair, I feel like I knew deep down that he was a very nice guy. Aside the fact that I was enjoying the free car rides, he was very nice, and I liked how. I don't think it was the food that made him come back. I just like how I could picture how I want my man to be in him, but I don't know if it makes sense. I wanted the man that I would want to be with. I wanted all the qualities in him, but I don't know if it was the physical look. I don't know if it was.
Oh, he was your spec. He was not your spec.
He was not just my spec.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Then what did you like about that? What like about him? From a good way though. Yeah.
That was what I liked about him. I liked how he was, caring and everything. But what did I not like about him? I didn't like the fact that he could not take no for an answer. Maybe if he was not even doing it too much, maybe I would have seen reason. Maybe he didn't even allow me miss him. He didn't make me value him. So I feel like he was doing too much. And I didn't like how you want a macho man. You want someone that is firm. You want someone that is, how they say girls always like bad boys now. So that kind of thing. So I was like, I don't like how he's just all over me. Can't you even give me a tough time a bit? Let me be the one wanting you for a minute,
But so you didn't like his looks already. You didn't like his looks. So how was that going to make you consider him?
You said what?
You didn't like his looks. So how was that even going to, you were never going to consider him. He wasn't, maybe he was alarmingly ugly. So you didn't want to really be around with him.
No, I wouldn't say he was ugly, but okay, let me give you an instance. So looks for me is not just how attractive you look. My husband is very slim, and he's the first slim guy I've ever been with, because I'm someone that likes chubby, team chubby. You have to be thick, big, beard gang, muscular, puff, tall. But then, first time seeing him, I was like, nah, this is not my type, because I'm very attracted to the physical. So it was not just that. It was not the fact that he was not handsome or was not. It was just. There was just something that was off about his looks, not him being ugly. But then I was going to say that if I liked him, I would have overlooked that, because I overlooked my husband and we're married. And he's the first slim guy. Point out, everybody knows Tola would never date a slim guy because I'm chubby. No. I always like them thick, but still.
Them niggas out there.
Okay.
Okay, wait. So because of that, so we're gonna segue into the next one. But okay, did you have a ghost story? Oh no, you said you don't ghost. Okay, so we can move on.
Hey, I said I don't, but don't mean that I've not to.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Share your story.
Share us your
I
moments.
think it's you and me. Then I'm gonna segue to the next
You
question
know,
because
no, it was.
And then we didn't ask Aziz as well.
Aziz said he don't ghost. Oh, but
Oh, he
have you
don't ghost.
ghosted?
He don't ghost.
Yeah, he don't ghost. Go ahead, AK.
No, you try to be, cooperative and play, the long game till somebody starts going cuckoo, and then you just have to, because it's like there's just so much you could take, right? And then when the person now start overfeeling themselves, you just be like, "Yo, son, you gotta chill." But the story was, wait, which one should I say?
Not which
Okay.
one. Oh, right.
Okay, hold on, I got this. Nah, so this one chick, no, we're really cool though. We're really cool. But then, let me start from scratch. We actually were in a relationship, but then once we separated, I don't know why she decided that, oh, it's time that. Well, she wanted to get back into it, but I didn't want to. And she will call, and she used to come to my spot and things like that. All of a sudden, you start showing up at my spot just randomly for no reason, And then one day, I was actually in the crib and received a phone call. I was like, yeah, my time was raining too. And she was like, oh, my car broke down, right in front of here and I can't go home. I said, well, I didn't ask you to come here in the first place. So just go sit in your car and call AAA to take you back home. They'll tow your thing. You could sit in the car with a AAA guy and we take you back home. She's like, but it's raining. I said, but you can't just show up here like that. I didn't ask you to come all the way over here. You know what I mean? And that was like the start of the end. Right after then, I still didn't open the door. I told God, forgive me, but I hope you understand my reasons why. You know what I mean? Because then it could be one of those things that women play, and then next is they find themselves in your bed. I didn't want to know that. I didn't even want the temptation of it. She was fine. Don't get me wrong. But I just didn't want the temptation. I seen Satan and I said, Satan, I see you coming. I really see you. So let me just say no. And so I did not even open the door. I don't know who. Oh, she called the security people, right? And they came and opened the door. The main doors downstairs, and then came over to the apartment, banging the door and things like that. I still didn't open the door, and that was it. And yeah, just blocked the number and just forgot about that whole fiasco. So that's my own.
Wow.
Was
What a stalker
Tutu,
story.
please, Tutu, I know you want to take a question. Let me I just have a follow up. While you were saying that Jamia's mouth was open for like 14 seconds, she was like, I saw that. Do you have something to say about that? I saw your mouth was open the whole time. Like, what is he saying? Do you have something for AK?
I don't know. That just was. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't disagree with you, but that was just insane at first. Like you, I feel like you could have did something, But I understand why you didn't.
Like
and
what?
I don't blame you for that. It was just how I was getting started. I was kind of,
Okay.
here.
Okay.
But what do you think? But hold on, one second. What do you think you'd have done if you were in my shoes?
I probably would have done the same thing. I would have been like, well, you ain't have no business coming over here anyway. What you coming over here for? You should have stayed home. That wouldn't have happened if you stayed home. So yeah, I totally agree. Yeah.
But guess what though? Guess what? Her car was functioning perfectly fine. She got in that car and drove off. The reason why I said that was because I went to my neighbor's crib, who's on the other side, and I was watching everything from his window. And I was like, I'm not playing this game with this woman. So no. Yeah.
But AK, you're not doing well. You're making it sound as if you wanted, you didn't want her. Did you ever hit it?
No, of course not. I said she was my girl. She was my ex-girl now.
Exactly. So why are you trying to make it look as if she was just running after you for everything like that?
No, it's not, man. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you know what I mean? Like, she had her reasons. She had her reasons. She had reasons why she was doing what she was doing. But for me, I felt as though, there's crazy and then there's crazier. You know what I mean?
Was that on a Sunday morning that this occurred?
No, it was, Saturday night going on Sunday. Yeah.
I remember that day. Anyway, continue, Tutu.
Okay. I don't ghost anymore. I just tell people like it is. I don't want you. You're not my type. Sorry. that's just that. But I have ghosted. It was actually really bad. My mom forced me to go to prom with this one boy. I didn't like him, but he liked me and his mom. You know, African moms. Oh my god, that was so funny. Da, 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 da. So the mom and my mom conspired to make me go to prom with this boy, and I went to prom with him, and everything was good. I was like, whatever, cool. I guess I'm gonna go. And I left him at his prom to go with another nigga. Like I left him at prom, and I went to go see another nigga. Stop, y'all. Stop.
If I was not married,
I'm
I'm
lie.
sleeping in
Like,
your house
Terrible.
tonight.
I left him at prom,
Terrible.
and he
I
hit
was
me
probably
up.
that guy. I know the feeling.
If I was not married, I'm sleeping in your house tonight. Jeez,
Yo, what?
that is dope.
And so
Yeah.
then he he hit me up and like texted me. And it was like, where'd you go and everything. And yeah, I think we met up, we like reconnected like maybe like a couple years ago. And he actually asked me like what happened there in prom. I'm like, bruh, that was literally like how many years ago? Like, sorry, like yeah.
That dude is hurt, man. It's
He
been
needs that
25
closure,
years,
like most of you ladies need. He needs the closure.
So would you rather have me just say like, oh, I left you for prom to go be with another nigga?
No, I don't judge you. I think what you did was right, girl. Why? What? You was peer pressure. So I'm here for you. I'm saying if I was single, I'll be in your house tonight. Yeah.
No, I was forced to go.
to
To prom. I was forced to go to prom, but I wasn't forced to leave with the other guy because the first, where you at? Oh, I'm here. Come pick me up. So I went. But anyway, so moving on to the next segue, right? So, what are things? And we're going to go with the women first. What are things men do that chase us women away? Like, what are our icks, ladies? Like, what is like, I know, like, because I'm piggybacking off of what Penny Tola was just talking about, like, you know, how she like, you know, like the big boys, stuff like that. So what are some icks that is like, find somebody else to do it. Go ahead. Allow me to go ahead and start off.
I would say for me, one is their actions not matching their words. Like that, and then someone who lies. Let's go back to number one. Like, why are you lying at your big age? Like, that is my pet peeve. And I think someone not having integrity or dignity, like that irks me. So those gives me the icks. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Jamia. I'm so sorry, girl. Jamia. Go ahead.
At this point now, I hate to go there, but your relationship with Christ, like if I'm sitting here like, how's your relationship with Christ? You'd be like, I don't really have one. I gotta go, because then you're not gonna know how to love me properly. You're not gonna know how to do a lot of things properly. So I'm gone. And you know, if you fix that and it's meant to be, we can come back. But until then, I'm gonna go.
Okay. All right, Finito, go ahead.
I would say relationship with Christ, definitely that's the first thing. And I look at your family background. I see what is it like when you're with your family? Are you, I'm very, very big on family. And if I see that you do not regard your people, like your parents, your siblings, that's one. Then I would say, cheating nowadays gonna say forget as it be, but I'm big on respect. So respect me, respect your family. Then do not tell lies, please. So those are the
I agree.
Yeah.
I would say the same thing. Things if you don't have a relationship with your family, I'm very big on I don't play with my family. If you don't have a relationship with your family, it's not gonna work. Like none of that stuff. Things that men do that chase me away. Don't call me no big money. Do not call me big money. Don't call me big baller. Don't call me like, oh, you got don't do that. Like, I think it's just the ick. What else do men do that I just be like, ugh. Like if you're like if it's a guy like I like persistent guys, but if you're persistent and you ain't the nigga for me, yes, it's a ick. Like if you just not like if I don't like you and you give it, it's always the guys that be applying pressure that be the niggas you don't want. But the ones that you do want is the one that be just chilling, just sitting there waiting for you to just come. Like nah. So if you're doing like all this other stuff, like oh yeah, see what I did for you, or because I like you, I did this and that. Like, bruh, you gotta go because it's just giving like, oh, look what I did. Like, you should see what I did, and you have to accept what I did. Nah, I'm good off of you. It's all right. Because if you really like me, do it from the bottom of your heart. Don't do because you trying to get a reaction out of me.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you this. Right, with alongside the same questions. So, what if a guy walks up to you, you guys, each and one of you, and say, "Hey, damn, I was over there, and I was, I could help myself, but damn, juicy lips, just spark my attention. How you standing right, how you, standing, curved like a Coke bottle. That ass though, like, do you guys find that?
Juicy where?
No, I don't.
If like your teeth are so perfect, man, they're giving.
No,
I don't like that.
That's the ick. I think that's the biggest way to get me. I hate that, especially like now, like when I was younger, maybe like, okay, that's nice. Like people be like, oh, you got some nice teeth, or you'd be like, you got some big lips. And like now, if I hear a man say that to me, if I don't punch you in your throat now, because it's just it's so rude. Like don't sit here and tell me, oh, I've heard it all. Like you got dick sucking lips, or you got this and that. Like it's just so rude nowadays. So don't tell me that. Like I just feel like there's so many other things you can say. Like you can compliment my shoes. Compliment.
No,
You see this lace?
Tutu,
This lace is melted. Say something about that.
Tutu.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You're a woman who is attractive, sexually gullible. I walk into a room and I see you, and I have to appreciate your shoe instead of your face.
There's other ways of saying
There's
it.
other ways to compliment me. Why do you have to come up to me and say like?
Let's get it. Like I was gonna. Let's keep this real. I walk into a room and I see a beautiful Olamide looking all sexy, figure eight, and whoa, that is my spec right there. And when I walk to her, the first thing I tell her, I can smell the fragrance of her perfume from that side. And she smiles,
okay.
she chuckles.
That's
she chuckles.
okay.
That's okay.
Nice.
Okay, cool. Okay. I said that because I used to be in the game. Okay. So now look at someone who has money and is not in the game. Okay. This is how he's gonna approach and talk to you. Young girl. Out there, I packed the Ole Bentley.
Young girl.
Follow through. They sound like this. They do sound like this.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Land.
I that Bentley out there, I packed it. I am named Madu's son. Okay. I want to marry and make you my wife, the mother of my kids. Is that a man that you want to spend the rest of your life with?
No.
Really?
No.
Why not?
I feel like their confidence is in their money, and they're using that to try and, I guess, conceal what they're insecure about. Hold on one second.
Tutu, over to you.
So,
no, because like she was saying. Oh, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay.
I call that small dick energy, and I don't like that.
Serious small dick energy,
or your assets to attract a woman. I feel like there's other ways. If they came and said, "Oh, I can't help but admire your beauty from across the room. What's your name?" That's a great opener to conversation. But to come with your money, or even to compliment her body, which it can change, or you're sexualizing her because she's hearing that's what she's hearing, is not giving the energy you think it is.
Jamia, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
You see a guy who comes to you too and tells you, "Oh, I like your hair, and from the way that you look, I think you're good in bed."
Jesus. Hey.
Yes.
Oh God,
What do you do about it? What do you do about that?
Immediately no.
It goes away immediately, right?
Immediately no.
Okay, what if he tells you, "I see your hair is so beautiful. Girl, if you were my girlfriend, I wish I could touch it." How does that sound?
It's okay. You could touch it. I ain't got to be a girlfriend. You could.
So you see, the problem right here is not the man who is talking to you. But it's about the kind of things that some women want to listen to when a man wants to talk to them. When a man is approaching you, right? There are certain things. 4 of you ladies right here, you're in a room with 4 different energies. Okay? There's a lady who will sit down the whole time, will not move around. There's a lady who's going to move around the whole house so we can see her wonderful, nice shoes and stuff. There's a lady who is going to come out and spray the most money. There's a lady who's going to eat the most food amongst the 4 of you. Okay? You have your different personalities. So why don't you think that as a woman, the way that we men, we are coming towards you is because of what you're putting out there. There are sisters who will sleep with a man just from the very first day they meet that man, right? But it's not the same with Olamide or you, Fehintola. So I think like you women also need to orientate us men. Take this simple exam. Okay, my boys, how many of you right here will see a beautiful woman and approach her the first time you see her? How many of you? You see? 3 of us. So 3 guys will do it. Okay. How many of you right here would talk rudely to a woman the first day you meet her? You see? No one. How many of you will give a woman money the first time you meet her? Okay. I will give her money. 3. Yeah, 3 fence sitting. You see? So most of us men, we are victims of circumstances. We are doing these things because of the way that our sisters, our exes, and our future wives or girlfriends are treating us. Okay? If you open to telling a man, I find you attractive, but let us be friends and we can talk only on Wednesdays. Okay, I don't find you attractive. I think I'm not meant for you. Maybe we can't even be friends. But when you tend to like guilting every man, building a wall around any man coming around you and thinking we're all the same, sisters, you guys are making us think that you all are the same.
I got a question. So now, just like how you said, okay, if the guy comes in and whatever he speaks rudely or whatever. So imagine now if we come inside the club now, we see y'all, we say, oh damn, MCJB, you got a big dick. What's up? How you gonna feel about that?
That right there, I definitely 2 things. 2 things I would think about. I would think about the fact that first thing, you're drunk, and maybe the second thing is you are an open-minded person. So I will get to want to know you more apart from you and me talking about the size of my manhood.
Yes.
Yeah, I will fetch more. I will not just assume. I will fetch more.
Okay. All right.
But when you do fetch more, would you keep her or would you just use her and dump her? How would you see her? Would you see her as someone that is a keeper that you can keep and marry?
The truth about life is,
Mm-hmm.
yes, the truth about life is most people who are looking for the angel end up marrying the devil.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yes. I'm looking for a woman that I love, and I have to love you from day one. That is why I'm always the one setting the 90-day rules or the 60-day rules, because I want to make sure that you are into me before we have intercourse. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't judge a woman. I've dated every kind of woman. And I've dated most women that I dated were the ones that were all very quiet, but those are the most rustic ones. So if a woman should approach me and tell me this is what I am, this is who I am, I will take you for who you are after I have known you for 60 days, 90 days, or 120 days without sex.
But
So
yeah,
could you wife? Could
Yep.
you wife?
Yeah.
Sorry, okay, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Could you wife the girl that went up to you and said that, like, oh, I think you fine, I'm trying to fuck, or I think you got a big dick, or could you see her because she came up to you? You're saying yes, you're open to talking to her and getting to know her more, but because she did it, is that wife material? Because at the end of the day,
For you, yeah.
Yes, for you, is that somebody
Yes.
that you're gonna be like, damn, like, oh, if somebody asks you what's your love story? Oh, my wife came into the club and she told me that I got a big dick, so boom.
Mhm.
Is that somebody that you could sit here and say, oh, I could actually wife her up?
Oh, sister, I will wife a woman that I love. If you walk to me and tell me I find you attractive and I do these things, there is no woman on earth who has ever told me I'm attractive and I like you that I didn't date. That's my history.
No, could
Yeah.
you wife her?
So-
Yes or
But
no?
could you
Simple.
yes
Could
or
you
no?
wife her? Yes
so
or no? Just
now
simple.
the reason why I'm saying this is because I'm married right now. So I would definitely marry her. Yeah, I'm saying so now because I want to give my wife the respect that I'm currently married right now. But if I wasn't married, I just told you. There is no girl who has ever told me I find you attractive and I want to date you and we don't date. The issue is, are we going to have sex? Because most women come from a place of love, but men don't know how to treat them right. Okay, so when you are a woman who you've never been treated right, and you find a man who is attractive, and you make your intentions known, as a man, you don't just have to be like, no, sister, I cannot date you. There is more to you getting to knowing a woman, understand her problems, and helping her build her mental strength and her emotional damages that she's coming from, a better person. There's so many girls who need men to date them, not because they want to sleep with you. I've dated many girls without sex because I want to build their personality, because the ex-boyfriend messed it up.
She build.
Good job. Okay, Auntie Debbie, I like this today. I like you today. Wow, we're friends. I like you today. Okay, cool. All right, so we're gonna turn it. Oh,
Hold on, one second, before we switch the subject, right? That's even a woman that will just actually walk up and say that. How about a woman that will walk up and actually grab your junk? Not asking a question, but it's a statement, because I've stood in the club and this has happened to me. You know what I mean? Like, just walk up, not even knowing this person, just grab your shit, and you're like, "Whoa, what? Like, what
that's
the,
assault.
like,
That's
what?
assault. You should just,
you know what I mean?
just one good time. I
Nah.
don't condone that, but still,
AK, I'm sorry, I have to say this. You're going to come after me.
That's our own thing too. But anyway,
AK, let me say this. You're not going to like it, but I'm going to say this. Okay, so AK and myself, one time we went to a strip club, right? And the stripper would not let him go. Please, over to the next. It was 2 songs. It was time for us to go. The stripper will not let AK go. Yep. You guys should understand, AK is my in-law, right? So I'm saying it. The stripper did not let him go. We were walking away and AK was still there. Guys, I have to go. Those are my brothers. Nope, you're staying here. I'm giving you free lap dances. Let's continue.
Okay.
Well done.
All right, so we're gonna go over to the guys before you change the subject. All right, so what are things women do that chase you away? So what gives you the ick? And y'all better come correct on this
Y'all know
recording right now.
Y'all know when your front laces just start lifting and shit, and look like
That's the balance you came on here and decided to choose out of all things. That's what you decided to choose.
when your fishnets,
All right.
when I start seeing your big meals under your fishnets.
Okay, just making sure.
Imagine
Just making sure.
Okay, just make sure it's laying, you know.
Yeah, everybody's checking. When that thing is not blended, it's like, yo, baby.
When the bone straight is not straight.
And then Lord, just to add to that, right? Just to add to that, and then not only that, but then they're talking so much, like just, and then you see the thing bouncing in the head, like a basketball. Oh man, oh no. Anyways, oh yeah.
What are we talking about? What we don't like about women?
Just like how y'all be looking when y'all don't get a haircut or shape up. All right, moving on. Continue. Let's be going. Sorry.
Somebody take it personal.
We'll wear a cap.
I'm still not. First of all, let me tell you, not too much of me tell, because under here is a fresh set of Meek Millie, so don't ever play right now, okay?
Okay.
This one is sitting nice right now. Thank you.
So the difference is, right, is my real hair that is not shaped up. Your own is a hostel. What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
What's the
Make it make sense,
guys?
Okay, you said what? What you saying, CJB?
What's the question you asked? That what men don't like about women?
The question is, what are things women do that chase you guys away? Like, what gives you guys the ick? Like, ugh.
Oh, okay.
I got another one though. I mean, well, I got my own. Seriously though, some women, why is half your apartment your car? Let's talk about that. Why is half your apartment?
He said some, so I can't attest to that. So sorry.
Like, there's no reason why you have pages in your car, like you read while you drive. There's no reason why you have your shoes in your car. Matter of fact, all your shoes in your car, and some of them are even dirty. Like, clean them joints. There's no reason why your seats are that dirty, man. There are like Clorox wipes in the store. You could grab them and clean your goddamn seats. But anyways, I'll stop there. No, guys should take it.
AK, and then that's an American. Go ahead, Lord. Go ahead.
Back of their car. That anytime you turn left, the thing on the back of the windshield is just like, you turn right, like, and then you have hanging all those things hanging in front of your windshield, just complete. Like, bro. And then the keys to the car itself. You have your entire life just hang on that key. Why? You don't have to
Ladies, let's
enhance
not
the
let them
size
beat us
of it.
up like that. Not too much on us.
Mr. JB, you about to say?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think the car issue is an American problem, first of all. Yeah, most in America, most ladies drive themselves. Folks hardly sit in their car, so it's an excuse. When you go to Cameroon, precisely, you see any young girl with a car where they're carrying folks and kids around, their cars are always organized. So I'll look at that more like an American issue. This solo lifestyle, and also like when you see more, like there's no way my wife car is that messy. She gets two kids in there in the back, so she can't put anything crazy in there again. Okay, so I think it's more like an American problem when it comes to women in their cars. Most single girls, that is their apartment, like you say, AK. But to those who are married, or those who have like a huge family or something, it's a little bit more organized. Okay, so let's actually cut it. Let's cut it well. And now, yeah, your hand is up, girl. Is that
I was
you?
going to say
Jamie?
reverse is the case for me. When I was single, my car was sparkling, but now that I'm married,
Is dirty
reverse
instead?
is the case.
Okay, okay.
Mhm.
Jamie, your hand was up.
Yes, as an American girl, I can honestly say I don't like clutter, so my car is clean.
Okay, okay.
I'm
There you
single, no kids, nothing, but I don't
Which
like
one I got a Nissan Altima?
You have a problem with that?
Don't do too much.
You
Don't
have
do
a
too
problem with
much.
that, huh? Okay.
Don't do
Okay.
too much.
Yeah, you can
So
tell
let's-
who has a Nissan Altima. Don't do too much.
Please, I don't have Nissan Altima. No. I don't have Nissan Altima. Don't play with me. Thank you. My car is clean.
I think
I
both
might
of
have
you-
a pair of heels or two in there. You never know, because what if you wearing one heels and it's uncomfortable? Then you can go to the car and just change it real quick. You know, you never know, and you always have to have a pair of slides in the car because anything can happen. So I mean, my car's not dirty though, but anyways, okay, going on. Tyler, go ahead. What's your ick?
Nah, I was thinking about why y'all were saying all this. I think someone who comes off and just like is too talkative, always talking about themselves, not giving you a chance to speak. To me, that's like an ick, because it's just like, okay, yeah, you can express yourself, but you should know when like you let someone get engaged. If it's all about me, and you just keep ranting, that's something that like I try to stay away from, because it's like I can already see where this is going. This is how you're doing it from day one. I can only imagine a month later surrounding everything around you, and just so someone who's overly talkative and doesn't give you a chance to speak, that's an ick.
All right, Aziz, you've been quiet. Go ahead.
I think for me, somebody that's inauthentic and indecisive. Somebody that tries to present themselves a certain way and they know they're not like that. You know how you get the representative of a person and then you find out in time that you're really not that person. And then somebody that understands that does not understand the importance of knowing what you want and then standing on what you want, even if it's not what I want, right? I will respect you more if you say, this is who I am, this is what I stand for, this is what I'm about. And if you're not that, I understand. Then you're trying to be something that you're not, portraying somebody you're not at the expense of me liking you. But those are my things.
What does indecisive mean? Because are we talking about like food? Because I'll be real indecisive when it comes to the food, but everything else, I think I do a good job.
Food
Does
is a
that
lot.
count?
No, that doesn't.
Okay, just making sure. Okay, cool. All right. MCJB, you answered, right? Everybody answered. All the guys answered.
No, I didn't answer yet.
Okay, go ahead, MCJB. Sorry.
Okay. No, it's all right. I don't like a woman who is not comfortable of her physiological disposition. As a woman, you should like how you look. If you don't like how you look how you like. So you're slim, you're tall, you're short, you're fat, you whatever, I don't care. I've dated all sizes, all shapes, everything. I hate women who bleach. Skin tone? No way. If you're going to bleach your skin to become something different, no. When I see them, my ex who used to be as dark as me, and you're looking now like way more than me, I'll make sure you know that you've changed your skin tone. And to make it the last one, if you're a woman who sits pretty and you want a man to provide, like you can sit and just beg for every little thing. Oh, I need money for data. Oh, I need money for this. I need that right there. You cannot be a successful housewife or a woman in the future, because you're working towards having someone spend for you. And the last of all, if you're a woman who does not have sense, forget it. If I cannot ask you who is the president of America and you tell me Joe Biden, you tell me the president of America is Obama 2024, you cannot be a friend.
Care about it.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
With that, we're speaking of sense. Let me ask the ladies this question, and this right here, we're just testing. I'm testing, how, you guys are gonna process this one, right? Okay, you're standing with your man, and if you are single, let's just say you have a man. We go under assumptions that you have a man. You're standing with your man, and another man walks up to you and asks you a question. What should you do?
Who answered that question?
I didn't get that.
Did you take it first?
So you're standing with your man, and then another man asks you a question.
Yeah, walks
should
you
you
guys.
do? That was a question.
Yeah, ask you a question.
If he's talking to me, I would look at him like, who are you talking to? Because at this point, you must be talking to my man, because it's either your head gets knocked off or my head gets knocked off, and I'm not trying to have it be my head. So at this point, I don't hear you. I don't see nothing. Just don't, because it's just rude. It's just disrespectful. I don't know, if I was to be with my man and a girl walk up to him and start talking, ma'am, do you not see? But what's the question? What's the question?
What is the question?
I mean,
that's
but
what I was
either
going to
way,
ask.
what's the question? Is it like a no? But I mean, technically, she could be sitting here asking you how you get down the street or how you get to a store. GPS it. Why are you asking my man? Why? What is the question for? What do you like? It's all these people, and especially if you see all these people that's walking here. Let it be a sensible question, or even if you see me here, why not ask me? Why you gotta ask my man?
I mean, I think it depends on the question.
But what, sis? What question could you possibly have that you could not ask me and my man?
What if she likes my sneakers?
Oh, Tutu. Let me ask you a question.
Next question.
You're standing with your husband. Right? I'm hosting an event. I come to you. Oh, Tutu, I heard ladies are supposed to be eating now. Why are you not going to eat?
What's wrong with that question? It's a.
That's what I'm saying.
So you just said question.
question.
So why? Yeah. So why don't you? Why should I ask your husband, your man, why you're not eating?
So you're asking me if you come up to me and say, "Oh, why aren't you eating?"
Yes, so ladies are eating now. It's time for the ladies to go eat. Why are you not eating?
Okay, I guess that works. That if you're in a scenario like that, that works. But if you're somewhere else, I think that's probably the only question.
No, see. First of all, the key word in what MCJB said was he's hosting that event. You know what I mean? He's the host of that event. He's the most popular person in that particular place. Everybody sees him. He's standing there. But a random person.
Thank you. Exactly. If
person.
Right. If you're hosting, that means we know you. So therefore, we have a reason to be there. Now, like I said, okay, thank you, Aiken, for clarifying. If we're on the street and a random person comes to me, you shouldn't be asking those type of questions at all. It's just don't ask no questions. What are you asking? Because Lord was like, oh, what if he likes your shoes? Or what if he said, oh, I like your shoes, where'd you get them from? I bought them. What's the next question? What other question do you need to ask? That's just how I see it. Go ahead, ladies. You have to. I don't know. Maybe I'm just doing too much.
You took that person.
I'm territorial too, so I mean, maybe that's what it is. But I don't know. I just feel like if it's a random person on the streets, it's like if a man was to come up to me and sit here and be like, "Oh, this and that," it's just rude. I don't know. It's just, especially when you see somebody with your person, it's just, I don't know. Go ahead, ladies.
Well, that's the last time I got into a fight.
The last time I got into a fight. I don't fight anymore. We thank God for grace and growth.
Amen. And new lace fronts. Amen.
I know that's right. Go ahead, ladies.
Well, Lamide, what you got to that question?
I think it depends. If I know that my partner tends to feel insecure when I talk to other men, I would look at him to answer the question. But if I know my partner is really confident in who he is when it comes to other men approaching me, then I would just answer it. And I say that because I know a lot of people in Maryland, and people that I date have made that a thing like, oh, you're too popular, you know, a lot of people. So it's like, okay, are you insecure? Is it a problem? I know a lot of men, a lot of women, you know, so it depends on who he is. If I know he's insecure about other men looking at me or talking to me, then I wouldn't answer the question. But if I know that it's not a thing for him, then I'll feel free to answer the question.
Okay. Jamaya, what you got?
Oh, I agree. I also get approached a lot. A lot of people tell me I'm a people person. So it just kind of depends. Like, is my man comfortable enough to be like, I know my girl is a people person. So, if someone comes to ask her something, of course I expect her to answer because she gets approached a lot. So it just really depends. Like, what are you asking me? Like, can I answer this question and still be respectful to the guy I'm with, or will it disrespect him down the line? Like, is it something he needs to answer? Like, it just really depends, like, what the question is.
Okay. So, in other words, you answer and let your man stand there and be like, "Okay, girl, go ahead and answer," and then we'll move on.
Yeah, if it's an okay question, like, if I'm comfortable enough to answer that question in front of my man, I'm gonna answer the question.
So what if the question now turns into a whole conversation now? So when am I supposed to be standing there like, la, 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 let me be waiting for my man to finish the conversation? That's
Tutu,
what
I
y'all
have
mean
a
to tell
question.
me? No, seriously, huh?
Tutu, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh Lord,
This is
you
how-
about
this-
to. Here
this
you
is-
go. What's up?
This is how I look at this. Okay. So
Mhm.
are you telling me that when you have a boyfriend, you've been dating for 4 years, and I don't know about you guys getting married. It's not even your fiancé. You guys are still talking and stuff like that. I, as Jean-Baptiste, I should stop trying to wife you or talk to you or get acquainted to you or with you because you have a boyfriend? Should a woman who have a boyfriend or a girl who have a boyfriend, a lady who has a boyfriend, should you be prevented from talking to other men?
Talking to other men, as in like what, like guy friends?
Other men were
or
interested in you. They could wife you. They
huh?
could, like,
And I have a nigga,
you have a boyfriend, yeah.
and I should be talking to another guy.
That's what I'm asking you now. The question that is it that you have a boyfriend, not a fiance? You have a boyfriend. You dated for almost 4+ years. So is that an invitation to treat that other guys can talk to you? You have your options open,
No,
just like
I
Fientola.
shouldn't be
Fientola said it
entertaining.
openly. Fientola,
I
you
shouldn't
said,
be.
I think. Go ahead.
I shouldn't be
Go.
entertaining no other nigga if I'm with a nigga. Like I should not be entertaining him at all.
Okay.
There is no type of no, because that's disrespectful. Absolutely
Okay.
not.
Okay, cool. Well,
I guess he was going with the approach of, hey, there's not a ring on it. He still sees it as free game, so he's just shooting the
that's what I
shot.
thought.
No, so what I was saying before was about if it was a talking stage, because I feel like a talking stage is where you guys get to know each other. We're not like in anything exclusive yet. So I will talk to multiple people. And
Exactly.
like I said, talking is not just sleeping around. Talking is getting to know you. Let me know if this would even, move to the next level. But if it was a relationship where it was already established, we're already exclusively dating for that number of years, it's a no. I'm not going to talk or give any years to nobody.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you're married, before you got married, right?
Mm-hmm.
My assumptions is your husband was in the mix of the talking people.
Yep.
So how did he stand out? What made him? Matter of fact, why did you pick him out of everybody else?
Good question.
See, at the end of the day, I just feel like it was God with me and him more.
I beg
Because
now you've brought God into the picture.
No,
you
I'm
don't
serious.
hear that one, no.
No, don't bring God, please. We don't bring God here like that. Oh.
Don't tell us.
Aye.
What made him stand out? Because he even knows he snatched me from someone that I was from a prospective poster,
Thank you.
So what made him different? I
Was
don't
God.
know, honestly.
It
I
was
just feel like
God.
because it was calmer and it was God. It was
Thank
calmer
you, it
than
was
the other
God.
people I was talking to. And Tayo knows me, I'm a gas boost ladies. Like, so I needed someone calmer. He had every other thing that the other guys had, but I just feel like it was God, definitely, because I was praying fervently during that period. And I just feel like it was calmer. Then I loved how his relationship with his family was. It was, I think it was the family on check for me, aside every other person. Family on check for me. I just like the relationship he has with his mom, with his dad, and his siblings. I knew that we would
Do you
love
think
me.
that family will take a bullet for you tomorrow?
This
Do you
family?
think if tomorrow, do you think if tomorrow he says he doesn't want you no more, the family will make him want you?
No, they won't. They probably be on the side. Normal.
Yes, as a woman,
Yeah.
have you ever thought that you're investing in the right places? when it comes to relationship, because I don't have a problem with women who tell me I'm with you because of your family. If you are with me, Jean-Baptiste, you love me, and you think my family is going to give you reasons to love me more, that's a mistake.
Mm-mm.
Because
I
the
don't love
moment you
him
mess
because of
up,
his family. I love how he regards and loves his family. So it's still a him
good woman,
thing, not what
good
his
woman.
family. Yeah,
Okay, I'm
Good
up.
woman.
not family. Sure, they would shoot you in the leg if they have to
Thank you.
I'm up.
over their son.
I'm up. Follow-up question to that. So being
Okay.
that he came and snatched you from this other bubble, right?
Mhm.
Wait, is he Nigerian?
Yeah, Nigerian.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Was sex one of your defining factors in it?
No, because I was even celibate before I met him. Like I was 2 years celibate before I met him. That's why I said my talking stage doesn't mean I'm sleeping around. Like I just want to get to know you. This is what went wrong in my last relationship. So I'm not falling for it again. So what do you have that he doesn't have? What can I, So for me it was more of sex was not even it until we were like really, really rooted in the relationship.
Mm-hmm. So when
Yeah.
you were really, really rooted, never mind.
I'm
You had
trying to avoid the question.
no. I see what's good. So yeah, let's move
But
on.
yeah.
What's the next question? Hit it.
Okay. So Finitola, you said you made a comment. You was like, they would shoot somebody in the leg for their son. I have a great scenario for that. Okay. So this is for anybody. This is for everybody. So there's a scenario. Who y'all helping first? Okay. Listen, you got your granny that's like, hey, grandbaby, do you have a few dollars so I can get some food? That's the first person. Then you got your significant other, your spouse. You have, baby, I lost my wallet at work. Could you cash at me $200 till Friday? That's your spouse. You got your mama. Hey, baby, I have surgery coming up for my heart. Could you lend me $1,000 because insurance won't pay? And then you have your daughter. I need $400 for my school prom. Who y'all helping first between your granny, your significant other, your mama, and your child? Tyler, you've been kind of quiet. Go ahead, Tyler.
Out of those scenarios,
choose wisely. This defines you. This defines you.
Huh?
This defines you. You better choose wisely.
All right, I think I'm gonna go with process of elimination. That's what I'm gonna do. So process of elimination, daughter, prom, you're out of here. Like, come on, you can find something. Don't worry, prom will be okay. Don't worry.
Okay.
Prom, trust me, prom is not as much as people hype it to be. That one is gone. Mama, grandma, it is well. Don't worry, it will come. Grandma, you have seen better days. Don't worry. This one will not pain you. You have seen more than what you have already done. I beg. Now this is where a girl gets spicy. My mind.
All right, so you canceled out your daughter and you canceled out your granny.
Yeah.
So now you got your wife and your mama. All right, go ahead.
And you said wife is 200 that she left her wallet.
Your wife, yep, she lost her wallet, so she needs $200 for Friday.
And my mom needs $1,000.
And your mom, she's $1,000 for her heart surgery.
Hey, man, I'm moms, man. I'm telling you,
you're choosing your mom's first. Okay,
I'm choosing my mom. My wife 200. Man, drive back to the house, man. Like, come on, really? My mom's needs surgery. Like, what is it? What are you getting that that you can't go back and my mom needs surgery? No, mom's is getting it. Mom's is getting it.
Okay, cool. All right, Aziz, go ahead. I want to hear this one. This is spicy. Let me hear this one.
I know what I was gonna say.
I'm gonna take care of all of them. I'm gonna take care of all of them.
If you had to do process of it, if you had to choose, who you helping first?
I'm gonna send 1,000 to my mom, and I'm gonna send 1,000 to my wife. I'm sending them both 1,000.
No, you have to pick one.
I can't pick one. They both. Mom needs heart surgery.
For the sake of being a life sports, pick one.
By process of severity, it has to be mom because she needs open heart surgery. Yeah, and then it's wife. But wife gonna get taken care of too.
Jemiah, girl, go ahead. Who you choosing?
the heart surgery. I mean, that's just like, I mean,
Everybody here has sense. I like that. They have sense. They choosing their mom. Okay. All
yeah.
right. Allow me to go ahead, girl.
I'm also choosing my mom as well. If it wasn't open heart surgery, then I'll choose my husband. But because the severity of the situation, I'm choosing my mom.
Lord.
Where the dog at? The dog need something?
Not the dog. This bed.
Straight up mom, straight up. You said it's dead? Damn. Straight up moms all over.
Okay, MCJB. Uh-oh, he's frozen. Okay, we'll come back to you. AK.
Yep. Now the moms, man, in that scenario, it's surgery. Moms had to get her surgery done. You know what I mean? So the other people they'll be fine. They'll be fine.
Yeah,
From
I agree.
the
I
daughter.
think we all came to a unanimous decision that we're gonna help our mama out because it's open heart surgery. We wouldn't be here without our mamas. So piggybacking off of that, right? So you know how it's been a video, that little car scenario where it's like if your man or your girl, like your man, okay, well for y'all men, y'all ladies, right? Is like you're in a car with your significant other or whatever. Or say, okay, let's say like your mom. Ladies, our husband is in the car with his mom, and then they come pick us up. What are we doing when our husband comes and picks us up? Are we sitting in the back, or are we telling our mother-in-law, "Girl, you need to get to the back"? And men, if you are sitting with your dad, you're driving with your dad. Am I saying this right? Y'all get the point. Sorry, I just got lost for a second.
No, I think you're saying if the guys are driving with their mom and they're picking
with
up
their mom and they're picking up their
Right.
spouse, and then us ladies,
Then for the ladies,
if we're with our dad, if we're with our dads, and we telling our man to go to the back and yeah, all that. So, go ahead, AK.
Well, in this situation, whose car is it? It's my car, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I make the rules because it's my car. I tell who's sitting in the front and who's sitting in the back. But because mom is already sitting there, wife, please, you are coming in, we're picking you up, just better go sit in the back. This is not even a debate. But now if you decide to open your mouth and speak, we're going to put you in the trunk.
Straight up.
We're going to put you in the trunk. Now, if wife is sitting in the front and we're about to pick up mom, please just respectfully sit in the back slowly. You know what I mean? And let's keep this trip going.
Not slowly.
But you're not going
to take her time.
If you start talking, we'll have to, take this to the apostles. But anyways, that's my take.
You gotta take her time. That's how. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think it's a cultural preference as well because I'm Yoruba and a lot of the older people like sitting in the back because back home the driver sits in the front and then the owner, the person, the client sits in the back. So they like sitting in the back automatically. So I think out of respect, I typically give the older person the back seat and I'll sit in the front. But yeah, I think it's a cultural preference as well.
I was going to say the same thing. Oh, go ahead.
I was going
also too, like I actually make the back seat so comfortable for the mom that I put the armrest down. You know what I mean? Make the the fan, like the AC thing, really blowing on her. Even give her some books to be reading, like the Bible, because she loves me the Bible. I'm like, yo, I have the Bible.
Not the Bible.
Make her very comfortable. Even push the front seat forward so that she could be very comfortable, so that she don't have to say nothing. Now, my dad, that's a whole different scenario. You know what I mean? He likes the front seat, and I can't take that away from him. If I want trouble, let me even mention it. That would be a different fight that I would never win. So, please.
Yeah, I think it's a culture thing, like you said. Like me, I'm the type of person that if we picking up my mother-in-law and I'm sitting in the front, mommy comes in the front. I'm not even gonna have a debate with you. Let me just know my place. Let me just, even if I have to climb over to the back real quick or even get out the car, I'll just move because here comes in the front. Usually 9 times out of 10 they'll be like, it's okay, I like to sit in the back. But at least have that type of respect, at least where we're from, Sierra Leone. Have that type of respect, like they shouldn't even have to open your mouth to even look at you and be like, why are you still sitting here? I just be like, you can come sit in the front and I'll sit in the back. But that's how I see it.
Yeah.
That's how
I was gonna say I grew up where it was like the elders always got in the front. So growing up with 3 other siblings, we don't have fights like, oh, I'm going to the front. I beg, you're the younger one, go to the back. So it's like we went through that so many times. So now regarding like spouse or mom, like just from my point of view, from that elder's point of view, like what I'm saying, I'll definitely always have my mom in the back. And then similar to what AK said, like, I mean, the back, you got more space. You can watch something on the back of the seat. You know, there's so many things you can enjoy in the back seat that you may not be able to enjoy in the front. So I'll definitely have moms in the front, and then let the spouse have her own little movie session while we're riding.
Okay, I was going to say something that it depends. Where are we going to? Because me, I'm someone that like to film every scenario, every stage. I like to be on my phone filming everything, and you can get the best angle while sitting at the front. But that does not mean I will send my mother-in-law to the back. But because my husband knows me, he knows I love creating content. If we were in that scenario and we're going like on a long road trip, and say they came to pick me from work, I'm just making this a brother scenario. And they came to pick me from work, and my mother-in-law was already seated at the front, and it's going to be like, say, a 4 hours drive, because he knows I would love to vlog and all. I feel like, and it depends on how close you and your partner is. My guy already knows that everything with Tola is content, so I feel like that would be up to him. I would not even have to tell my mother-in-law to do anything. He would already know how to say, "Oh, mommy, but can I speak Yoruba? I'm used to Yoruba once now. Like, mommy,
Let the Nigerian
saying, mom, like, mommy, like, you would just say something like, mommy, his mom should go to the back, like, make her know that the back is very comfortable.
Yoruba,
It's a long car ride, and it would feel like maybe she needs to relax, stretch her legs. She doesn't have to be with the seat belt. He should defend me in that area where I do not need to say anything. I mean, but if he doesn't, respectfully, I'll go to the back. And
I have a solution for you. I have a solution. Want to hear it?
Yeah.
The solution is, as your mother-in-law is sitting in the front, and you want to create the content, just give her the camera, the phone, everything. Say, mommy, record. I bet you she'll be like, let me go in the back. I promise you. She's going to be like, you know what? It's enough. Just come to the front.
I know that we're going to say it playfully, that she would even feel comfortable. She won't feel disrespected. So, yeah. But if it was just like from work to home, I mean, it's not a big deal. I'll sit at the back with no car seats and all, car seat belts and all that.
So you're still going to say that thing in Yoruba or no?
I already said it now. Okay, mommy, Josh, actually, but I was saying, and you are comfortable, she gets Emma were comfortable, on that side view everywhere she gets. So yeah.
That's Coach Dog Sweet. Mommy. Anyway, see,
that was so romantic.
I'm telling you, it's absolutely right. That's your creativity kicking in. But Jemiah, sorry. I have one question for you, and then Olamide, you could take it next. Have you ever felt stuck in a relationship or situationship? What happened, and how did you get yourself out of it?
Yeah, I have felt stuck in a situationship simply because he was really, really nice to me. He did a lot for me, and at the time, I felt like if you performed for my love, then I had to give it to you. So that was just kind of what that was, and how I got out of it. I want to say I cheated my way out of it. So I kind of like broke his heart so he would like leave me alone. He did. It didn't work, but I ended up having to tell him, I don't want to do this anymore. But yeah, I just felt bad, I guess. Like I felt like I was being guilt tripped into dealing with that person.
Okay. Well, what's your own?
So at the time when I was in the relationship, I didn't know I felt stuck. I just know I didn't feel like my normal self. I didn't know that I was like becoming a shell of myself, not creating content, not being bubbly, not going out, not doing the usual stuff. I didn't know I was like dying slowly. But how it ended was that he ended things. And he ended things because God told him to. Like God literally came up to him several times during prayer in his dreams, like, you may end things with Olamide. And looking back, it made sense. Like I wasn't myself, and I guess me being with him was slowly killing me. But yeah, I didn't know I was stuck until after I got out of the relationship.
Wait, hold on, time out. He told you God told him this?
Yes. So like he just felt like basically at the time he didn't understand why he was feeling heavy. Like he wasn't sure why he was feeling really heavy. Like but he knew it had something to do with me. So he just thought, okay, maybe he didn't end things with the last girl before me, and that was affecting this relationship. But like as months went on, he realized like, no, God has somebody else for her, and it's not me. At the time, I thought it was like a cop out, but now looking back, it's like, no, we were great together, but I was slowly dying in the relationship. Like I wasn't doing my podcast anymore. I wasn't making content anymore. I wasn't myself. I think I was like conforming my image to match him. So yeah.
Okay. Should I go here? What about this? What's your one?
What's the question? What's the question, bro?
The question is: have you ever felt stuck in a relationship or situationship, and how did
Why are you gonna ask me this question? Because you already know what the answer about to be. AK just like AK's an antagonist. All right, go ahead.
Word of the week. Word of the week.
Let me mute myself for this one. Go ahead, Aziz.
antagonistic?
I didn't hear my man finished it. But the question was, he said, "Have I ever been situationship and what?"
Have you ever felt have you ever felt stuck in a relationship or situationship? What was it? And how did you get yourself out of it? You said no.
No.
Okay. We'll just move on to Tyler then. Shepti, what's your
Ooh, this one this is a messy ending. I didn't think it was going to end this way. I felt like it was going to get there, but it was a situationship. It was just like I guess eye for eye, body for body. We were both attracted, and then during that period, I saw signs of cuckoo-ness where they're, a little crazy, but I didn't think it was going to get to that level. So when it did get to that level, I was like, yeah, I'm done. And then, Shorty would just be saying this, and that, still trying to let me know she's sane and come back like real bipolar, having two different personalities. But yeah, I had to get a lifeline. My homeboy had to come through. Probably some enforcement came in, and I had to let her know, like, yo, I'm like, you can't come back to this property. Like, you gotta go. You gotta go. And then, I mean, I guess once she saw, certain enforcement come, she knew I'm not playing, and she got the message. And I was still polite. I took her to like a local McDonald's, had her people pick her up, but I was like, you're not gonna be at my place, so let me drop you down the street and have somebody, because she claimed she didn't have no way out and all this other sob story that she needed somewhere to stay. But yeah, I literally just told her, like, you can't stay here no more. You got to go. And I drove her to a local spot and had someone pick her up, and that was it.
He said, "God got you."
He said, "I got her a Pepsi and a double cheeseburger and told her to be happy."
Hey, I don't know if she got something to eat at McDonald's, but I dropped her off and was like, hey, yo, find your way, man. Like, let them know you at the McDonald's on the corner.
That's
You're not coming to my house.
That's nuts.
Okay, y'all.
Tutu, you got word of the day?
Okay, so I got word of the day. So let me tell y'all how this works, right? For my ladies. So basically, word of the week is like, I found words that I feel like is going to enhance our vocabulary, because I feel like some of us, we just be using words like me. I just be sitting here just doing it anyhow. So I usually find words to kind of just, I get the definition, the spelling of it, and then I use it in a sentence. And so that I usually tell people, like, okay, this is the word of the week, and then go ahead and use it. See if you can try to use it for the rest of the remainder of the week, or however you can incorporate it into a sentence. Okay, so this is the word of the week. And don't get on me, because these words that I be choosing, me myself, I don't even know how to be saying them. I just be trying.
Does not practice at all, surprisingly. It's like she thinks that we're doing the episode.
I'm trying to enhance our vocabulary, and you're selling these people. What's wrong with you?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Today's word of the week is slovenly. I think I'm saying it.
Slovenly?
What? Slav what?
Wait, I'm going.
Slob on me.
Slovenly. No, not slob. Why y'all always gotta take it there? No, not slob on me. Slovenly. Okay, but I think I'm saying this is how you spell it. SLOVENLY.
Definition.
I think it could be say slovenly or slovenly. Either way, whatever. It's an adjective meaning personal messiness. You see how we spoke about, you guys said us girls is messy. This goes to the messiness. Meaning personal messiness or dirty, careless of one's appearance or speech. I'm going to use it in a sentence. One would think that my obsession with expensive designer clothing, that I would not live in a slovenly surrounding.
Wow,
Don't ask me how I put that together, but that's the word of the week.
Wow.
So, slovenly, what does it mean, y'all? You see, you people don't pay attention to school.
Messiness.
Messy and dirty.
Messiness or dirty, exactly.
Dirty. Mm-hmm.
And so we're gonna go ahead in the remainder of the week. We're gonna go ahead and try to use it in a sentence and enhance our vocabulary. So, yeah, that's my word of the week.
And when we start commenting on Instagram, nobody should come and use that word on me because I'll. Okay.
Well, we used it. See, we did use it though, antagonistic, and that's it.
Oh, that word's not going nowhere.
It ain't going nowhere.
Our favorites.
It's stuck on AK now.
You might not win a spelling bee, but you will bass in the game of Scrapple, girl.
Mm.
Okay.
Hey yo. Y'all got the word of the week. You know what I mean? And really appreciate you all. This was Palm Wine Central Podcast. Follow us on all social media platforms at Palm Wine Central, PWC Cast, and we're on all streaming platforms at Palm Wine Central Podcast. Hit that subscribe button for weekly notifications. And this episode was sponsored by SITM Podcast. Go follow them on all social and streaming platforms. It's unique like that. Here with Chef T, Baba Aziz, Baba Lord, MC JB, Tutu, Olamide, Jemaya. I said that right. Hey, Jemaya, and then somebody dropped.
Bado.
Faintola.
Oh, Fantola, yeah. I guess, the three beautiful ladies. So appreciate you guys rocking with us. You know what I mean? Well, you guys are welcome back anytime. When you're coming back, bring a friend, too as well, so that, we can get this conversation is going. This is Palm Wine Central Podcast, and we out. Peace. Catch you guys next time.